This week, while Obama was in India, a drone crashed on the Drone King's own lawn. The machine's owner blamed a manufacturing error for the incident. But of course, as drones become more mainstream, this isn't the first nor the last time that unsuspecting Americans might encounter these robots falling from the skies. So joining me now to discuss the most interesting uses of civilian drones, I'm joined by Breaking the Set producer Anya Parampil. Thank you so much, Anya, for coming on. So drones have many uses other than, of course, toys that you can go and launch at the White House. How have journalists used these drones?
Well, of course, the most famous example would probably be friend of the show, Will Potter, who had a very successful crowdfunding campaign and was able to purchase 2 drones, which he used to fly over factory farms and expose what some of the abuses that were going on there, get around kind of the ag-gag laws that block journalists from getting into these places. And then another group called filmed a documentary called Speciesism, in which they also flew over factory farms, capturing some of the images we're looking at now. That right there is
what
actually,
are we looking at? Because that is vile.
It is. It's a pond full of pig feces and urine, which this documentary also caught this farm run by the Smithfield Foods in North Carolina spraying that waste over some of the nearby fields. An abuse that would have been impossible to catch without this drone technology.
Absolutely insane. I mean, that is multi-football fields long right there that we're looking at. Of just, yeah, it's really, really disgusting. And didn't this network get a drone to cover, like what happened in Gaza? BBC sent a drone in to cover that.
Really incredible, right? I mean, we can pull up some of the images that the BBC was able to get out of Gaza City right after Operation Protective Edge. I mean, we were covering this conflict so closely. You think you know what's going on, and then you see images like that of Gaza City completely flattened. It's just a whole new perspective, something we would have can't even imagine that, right?
It's unbelievable. We have about a minute left. I mean, it's not just about filming war and protests, though. Some people have gotten pretty creative.
Yeah, there's a lighter note here. A group called Ghost and Cow Films actually filmed drone porn, which they call drone boning. You can look at it right now here. It basically looks like a BBC nature film until we zoom on some people doing something else.
Just doing it right there, right in the middle of the vineyard. And people have used drones to, drop drugs and...
Drug smuggling in prisons, dropping drugs over the border with Mexico. It's really incredible. The FAA predicts 20,000 drones in the air by 2020, so this is what we have to look forward to with that.
And it's good that, it's important to talk about the bad things about drones, but it's also important to talk about how drones can be used for good, because this technology is not going away. It's time for us to seize it, own it, use it to our advantage. Thank you so much, Anya Parampil, for coming on.
Anytime.